Hello mga friendship, here I am again. I'm gonna make the madeleine cookies. I have here very simple ingredients. I have 3 large eggs, and I have 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I have 1/3 cup of white sugar, and I have a teaspoon of vanilla extract, the real vanilla extract. I have a half cup of unsalted butter, and I have a half teaspoon of salt. I have a half teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1 cup of all-purpose flour. So at first, I'm gonna mix first the dry ingredients. I'm gonna put the baking powder and the salt. Just mix it. And then I'm gonna set aside this first. And I'm going to mix the 3 eggs. I have here the 3 eggs. Oops. I'm going to wash my hands first because I'm holding the eggs. Eggs, we don't know if there's a salmonella or whatever, so I'm gonna wash my hands first. And then I add in the sugar, the 2 tablespoons of sugar, and the 1/3 cup of white sugar. I'm gonna mix this until it's gonna be like very pale. The color of the eggs and the sugar mixing become very pale. I'm going to use my hand mixer because it's only so little. I don't want to use my stand mixer because the bowl of my stand mixer is quite heavy, and you know it's better to use the hand mixer. I'm gonna beat this about maybe 8 to 10 minutes. But if you are using the stand mixer, maybe it takes 5 to 6 minutes only. But because I'm using the hand mixer, so in a high speed like 5. Number 5 of the hand mixer. So now guys, this is gonna be like this, the color, very pale, the eggs and the sugar. It should be like this. And then now I'm gonna add in a teaspoon of the vanilla extract, and I'm gonna mix it again for like a few seconds. And then now it's ready. And now I'm gonna slowly add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. Slowly, like 3 times or 4 times. It's already mixed. Just slowly, but I'm gonna use the strainer. So if there's the big piece of some of the mixture, the dry mixture is gonna be strained. It won't go to the mixture, the egg mixture and the sugar. Let's use my spatula and mix slowly so it won't the mixture it won't and then while I'm mixing this, I already melted the unsalted butter. This is very easy, guys, and easy but yummy. I tried this. I used to buy these madeleine cookies at Safeway, like $6 for how many pieces. So I said, oh, I'd rather make my own than buying the commercial one, because I know that this is more healthier. I omitted the sugar. It should be half, but I only put half the white sugar, one-third cup of white sugar. Usually it's gonna be half cup, but I don't want to be so sweet. That's why I lesser the sugar. Just mix properly, so you know all the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients must mix together properly. So the mixture, guys, is gonna be like this. And then now the butter is already melted, and the butter is not so hot, it's just a bit warm. And then I'm gonna slowly add it to inside the mixture, but before that I'm gonna put some mixture here, and then I slowly added the butter in. So it's not difficult to add the butter to the mixture. So I should, you know, easier to mix together. Then I'm gonna add slowly by slowly. Slowly mix that, because if I mix this like faster, the mixture gonna be depleted. And then I'm going to rest this butter mixture in the. You can put this in the refrigerator for an hour, but for me, I'm gonna put, because I don't want to wait for an hour, so I'm going to put this in the freezer for like 20 to 30 minutes before I'm gonna bake. If I'm going to bake right away, these madeleine cookies, it won't really raise, and it's different when it's really, you can see the difference when you put first, you rest it first in the freezer or in the refrigerator. But actually you can keep this butter for like, for how many days, and then you can bake, and you know, you can bake again for the next day or the following day. You can keep this for how many days in the refrigerator, it won't spoil. So if you want to make a lot, and then you just, you know, if you have guests at home, or you're somebody coming to your house, and you know, especially the children they like this madeleine cookies. And then now I'm gonna cover with plastic wrap before I'm going to put inside the freezer. while waiting the butter to harden a bit, it's inside the freezer, I have here my Madeleine cookies molder. I choose this. This is made in USA because it won't rust. The one that's not made in USA, it's get easily rusty. So it's quite pricey, but it's gonna be this. I'm gonna be using this forever because it's so durable and it won't rust. So while waiting the butter, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna grease some. I'm gonna grease all the the molder, so it won't stick the butter, the mixture when I put this while I'm baking. So I'm just brush it with some butter while waiting. And right now I preheated my oven 365 degree Fahrenheit, and I'm gonna bake the Madeleine cookies for around 10 to 12 minutes. Even though this my baking pan is non-stick, but I still grease it, so it's safe that it won't really stick the cookies when it's cooking. So I have here my scoop, my ice cream scoop. So I'm gonna scoop this so it's gonna be about the same sizes, the Madeleine cookies. So I just remove it from the freezer. Yes, scoop and scoop. Because if you bake right away after mixing, it really don't raise. It's better to put in the freezer before baking. There's a difference between if you are just bake right away after mixing or resting for a while in the freezer or in the refrigerator. There's a difference of. And here's now ready to bake, 10 to 12 minutes.